Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for October 8th, Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2019. The wind cannot shake a mountain. Neither praise nor blame moves the wise men. Dhammapada, the Buddha. I think one of the most greatest experiences with humans is the feeling of unbounded freedom. Being totally, completely, wildly, and absolutely free means there is nothing holding you back. You are fully self-expressed. Now, what this means is that you're exploring every dimension, direction, and quality of your being. Good and bad judgments from your mind and others no longer have any weight or meaning. You've simply become a fully authentic individual who is total in your creative expression and who has stopped allowing the mind to dictate your experience of life in any way. You know you are completely free when you start feeling like a child again. That's a complete giveaway, guys. See, a lot of us will suppress that. We start going, that was a long time ago. I don't need to feel that way. But you know you are completely free when you start feeling like a child. What is that? What is feeling like a child? Do any of us remember? Well, it's where we really are exploratory, where we have no containment, where we are completely free. We think like we desire. We believe what we think, what we desire is real. We create it. And it's always fun, laughter, joy. And it's none of this serious crap that everybody's been catapulted into. Serious, serious, serious. So remember that when you start feeling like a child again, it means that you're happy and free, and you just play. That's why so many people are caught up in these jobs, if you want to call them that, where and then another riot is the word career. Okay, spend your whole life working at something that you have no joy in it. Whenever you see those in joy, their childhood imagination, their childhood energy is front and center. They love what they do. Period. I mean, I met this one human, and he had quite a life, and he was a firefighter, and he got blown up at 730 psi with a fire hose that they accidentally opened, and it shot him up into the roof rafters, and it just totally smashed his lower vertebrae. So he lives with a pump in his body, so he can stand the pain. And what he does, he just loves what he does. Silversmith. He works with putting things together. He's an artist. It's just a guy. You see his eyes light up when he works on things. I've met so many other people in similar situations, but they're in their joy. Now, when we realize that when you feel safe and protected in each moment at the same time, knowing this life is the greatest adventure of them all, and that youngness, that energy, the newness of the inner is always having fun, is in a continuous exploration of life, learning from every little experience the world has to offer, feeling the desire to dive down and explore the deepest, darkest trench of your past, or climb the highest peak in consciousness you can fathom. It doesn't matter. It's the freedom that is important in this adventure, the freedom to choose the experience you want to have and immerse yourself into it fully. When freedom is ignited in each of our lives, it becomes a natural daily occurrence to let your hair down, laugh ferociously out loud, and dance naked under the palm trees, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be. Now, by getting in touch with this wild, childlike playfulness inside, you stretch your imagination of what's possible with your life, and you realize you can do anything that you set your heart upon doing. Radical freedom is not as easy a task by any means to find. It takes your full, total being to give yourself to it. Now, this total devotion, total surrender, and total giving of yourself to yourself is what leads you to revealing one of the greatest secrets to becoming the master of creation and manifesting your destiny. And on this great inner journey towards absolute freedom, it's good to know about the 3 types of freedom you'll discover. The first 2 freedoms are created from something or for something. They are both dependent on things or thoughts outside of you to manifest an inner state of freedom on the inside. Outside freedom is things that dictate to you on how you to manifest an inner state of freedom on the inside. These fleeting freeing feelings are obtained by an efforting approach, and they are not organically revealed. The first, you find them from escaping from some form of prison, either emotional, mental, or physical. The second, you find from reaching for an end result or achieving some desired goal. Both of these first 2 freedoms will come and go like the weather. They are limited, time-bound experiences and not what absolute freedom is truly about. There are no mistakes anywhere at any time. What appears to be wrong is simply your own false imagination. And where does that come from? It comes from the ego mind and the subconscious mind. That's Robert Adams. The only thing that is real in this universe is that which does not change. This is the third type of freedom, which has no outer cause which it manifests from. No external cause which it manifests from. The only cause that this freedom blossoms from is the pure heart of devotion to the divine being you truly are. The inherent recognition that you are an infinite, sacred, unyielding, spiritual presence who is beyond form and formlessness. The moment you surrender to the source of this infinite creative energy inside of you, this real freedom is found. And when you realize your true nature, realize this, your true nature is infinite. It's infinite. It has no real cause. It cannot ever be blocked, stopped, or contained. Something magical happens inside of us. And you find it's pointless to continue trying to pursue the first 2 freedoms. You already have found a freedom which cannot be matched or compared to on any level. So if you simply rest in that, it is the immaculate essence of your being. and the absolute central truth of what and who you really are. And it is so exquisite and instantly healing. And best of all, it is always absolutely available for you to experience at any time. It never goes away. It never disappears. It never wanes. It never loses its shine. It doesn't lose anything. It's always there. We have spent forever trying to find freedoms outside of ourselves that are going to set us free. All along, the freedom is inside of us. You can take those first two freedoms, and they can only create more desire and yearning for more freedom. You ever notice that? You can explore them as long as you need to until you are exhausted. And then devote your time to exploring the third freedom, which is permanent and everlasting. The first freedom is only found from relaxing with what is. Having a profound acceptance with this life simply opens you up to the multidimensional, all-powerful, omnipotently being that you already are. And from this state, you realize how to manifest anything you desire. From that state, but you must first surrender your efforting ego and get beyond the judgmental, analytical, critical, limiting mind. We've got to relax deeper than the mind if all of us wish to find this bliss. And just start simple. Practice being relaxed as often as you can throughout the day. Become relaxed about everything happening in your life now. And whatever happened in your past, with enough digging inside yourself, you'll reach a deep wellspring of peace. The sweet, calming quality is how you know you've discovered it. Every one of us, every human being has the possibility of becoming enlightened. Everyone has the option to experience the third level of freedom at any time along their life journey. They simply have to want it more than anything else. If you want this, you desire this, you will need to overcome the distractions and obstacles in your mind. And those ideas, compulsions, and desires which pull you in every direction except towards this final freedom, once you step back from the mind, you unlock the door to going beyond every limiting thought you've ever had. The mind is the energetic prison that holds you back, holds all of us back from absolute freedom. And when you can step back from it, all of your problems instantly vanish, and they dissolve, they vaporize. And the only way for all of us is when the day true freedom becomes the priority of our lives, then this magical manifesting mindset will be downloaded, installed, and set as the new enlightening software in your brain. You will start seeing your world very differently. You will be realizing that anything is possible, and you are not limited by anything at all. Nothing. Except your imagination. Why do you think I constantly repeat, bring the childhood imagination that is within you front and center? If you don't bring that imagination front and center and you keep it buried, you try and fool yourself and think, oh yeah, it's here. That's the only thing that limits you, your imagination. So if you have an adult imagination, let's say an older body imagination, it's going to limit you because of the subconscious mind and the ego mind are dictating the whole show. So the imagination, the childhood imagination, is limitless. You know without a doubt that whatever you focus on is what grows and manifests into your life. You'll see that once you start dwelling on thoughts of limitation, you begin manifesting more limiting experience and obstacles in your path. We create the very thing we despise. We create our financial Armageddon. We create our lack of. We create every single thing by our ego mind and our subconscious. It dictates us. And of course, we've been taught, you're not a child. You have to be an adult. You got to be serious. You have to be responsible. You've got to do this and you've got to do that. And most comply with that external authority. So, anything is possible. Anything. Anytime. Anywhere. Any place. It's all possible. There's nothing that is not. Everything is possible. Everything that you go within, tap into that childhood imagination, you begin to realize the true being of your power and omnipotence is your total freedom, which is within you. Really, seriously, there's nothing that any of us, with that formula, with the understanding of who and what we are, with the embracing of the childhood imagination, is the only limitation that we've ever had. And because we suppress it, our imagination is limited. Oh, that can't be done. Or no, that can't happen. Or no, that can't be invented. Or no, that technology isn't possible. And it is this containment of you by the external authority of this cracked system of inefficiency, inability to expand or grow, and self-annihilation. Okay? Each and every one of you is masterfully powerful, and that is an absolute fact. So, in this meditation today, anything is possible. Anything. When you start feeling and being within happy, you start experiencing that on a regular basis, and you start looking at things like you did when you were a kid, and you look at the sky, or you look at wherever you're at, and you say, and you dream, and you imagine, and when you're imagining, you start creating. When you're creating, you start manifesting. And then when you manifest, you live the reality of the true you, and the joy and the happiness and the bliss. All this other stuff, that we're immersed in isn't real. It's external. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are. And the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to relax your body. This is a constant. This should be a constant that we practice throughout the day, evening and night, and into the morning. Relax our bodies. And I don't mean by taking things. I mean by naturally. Relax the body. Stop being in a hurry. Stop wanting. Stop this incessant external configuration of looking for freedom, looking for joy, looking for happiness, looking for bliss, because it's fleeting. As I shared with you the first two freedoms, you could literally chase those until you're completely exhausted. They fade in, they fade out, they fade in, they fade out. They are not constant. The true freedom is within you. So relax the body. Just drop the shoulders and just be, just go into the now. Let everything just fade out. Be the kid that you truly are. And it's not nothing to do with age, guys. That's another bunch of crap. When was the last time you were driving somewhere, you got that feeling? You know that feeling, that youthful feeling? It kind of comes, it kind of is in you, and it kind of opens up a little bit. And you say, wow, I feel young all of a sudden. I feel, this is great. It's because it's the child finally getting to come through. It's been suppressed so long. I think I'm going to go on a swing. You know? I think I'm going to walk through the woods. I'm going to play. I'm going to play. How many of you play? And I don't mean taking a vacation and then doing so much on the vacation that you have to take an R&R from your R&R. I mean, just playing. Sitting somewhere and just being. Laying on the grass and looking at the sky. You know? No smartphone. No computers. None of that stuff. Just be. And while you're in the now, and remember, everything happens in the now. The past and the future. Everything. It's all in the now. It's all we ever had. So as you move into the now, you still the ego mind. You also still the subconscious. Because you aren't entertaining them. You're within yourself. You don't have to do anything. There's no rocket science. All you do is still yourself, breathe, and be. That's it. Nothing else. You try it. See what happens. You might start liking it to the point where you do it all the time. There's no reason to bring the past into the future to create your future. We have experienced all those things in the past, so we have them with us. See? The future hasn't been created yet. So we're in the now. And we're in the now, relaxing the body, and we're just being. And we want to breathe. Breathing is very important. So you want to breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. And as you breath in, you want to take a really good, confident in-breath. And then a confident exhale, breath out. Most of us shallow breathe, which means we barely breathe at all, because we take our breathing for granted. Not good. 16 to 18% oxygen intake. You should try to find as much oxygen as you can, as often as you can. So you focus on your breathing. And as you inhale, as you breath in through the nose, you hold at 1001, 1002, 1003. Boom, exhale out the mouth. Breath out. And for those of you who are new to this meditation, which by the way, we're pushing close to 20 million meditators. And for those of you who are new, the reason we hold our breath, in case you don't know, is that it focuses us on the now. We need that. We must have that focus on the now. Because a lot of us are everywhere. We're in the future. We're in the past. Okay? Flying all over the place. The subconscious mind's hammering us, and the ego mind's hammering us. And we're just being inundated with things. That's why we're so scattered. And we're constantly looking outside of ourselves to find all of the things that are inside of ourselves. Isn't that ironic? So as we breathe in divine positive energy. It's high frequency. You're literally lifting your frequency by being. See? And as you lift the frequency, and through source creation, this flow from all the collective consciousness of the universe, from all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond, you have this beautiful, shining, sparkling, wonderful frequency that flows in through your God into your heart-mind. Heart-mind communicates to the rest of you. Anything's possible. Anything you desire. Anything. You can create anything. You can manifest anything. You've probably heard that till you're blue in the face. The holdup is you have to want to. It has to be the most pulling, focusing energy above all else. I'm not talking about a fixation, an addiction, or an attraction. It is basically your internal commitment to be the joy and the happiness and the total freedom that you really, truly are. And to let go of all of these external distractions that constantly keep you mired in negative, drawing, tiring, depleting existence. Fighting, scraping, scratching, pulling, climbing. We all do it. None of us. This civilization was not meant to be enslaved, and it was not, its future, its direction was not meant to be struggling in dis-ease, early exit from the body, all of these things. Poverty, pain, greed, all of these things. We were not structured for that. We were structured for paradise. We were structured for the civilization creating heaven on earth, because what's inside these bodies is the heaven. Period. No debate, no argument. What's inside these bodies is the heaven. We just haven't brought it outside of ourselves, of these bodies. Be that which you are on the inside and the outside. You heard these things, let your light shine. It means be that which you are within. Express it outside of yourself. You are the love. You are the creation. You are the omnipotently, perfectly divine creation. Allow that to surface and watch what happens. Be the freedom that you are. Not what you're told. Not from external authority. Anything's possible. Stop suppressing your childhood imagination. Stop fearing of that which you are. Embrace it. Be the love that you are. Be the joy that you are. You'll experience a confidence that's always been within you. None of this second thinking and wishing and wondering and guessing and fearing. None of this. You just do it. And watch what happens. You don't force it. You don't fake it. You just open it up. Now, as we breathe out, we're breathing out all the things that we have no need for. External freedom. All right? Now, I reached this goal. I'm free. I got this. Oh, I feel so free. Or I climbed the mountain. I'm free. Fades out. Goes away. But the true freedom is within you. Be the freedom that you are. So all of this stuff, all of this muck and goop, it just melts away. It disintegrates as if it never existed. Now remember, we are the heart mind. We are in the heart mind. You can feel where your heart mind is any second of any moment. You feel it. It's in the heart center, okay? And sometimes it might be in your stomach, which means you get a little queasy, you get a little, funny feeling. It's too low. It It needs to go up into the center of the chest, up into the throat chakra, up, 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 up. And the more you feel euphoria. You can feel it in your head at times, because that's where your heart mind can be. And remember this, we are merged with the kingdom of God within us. That's our journey. It's for us to go there and stay there. The kingdom of God, the mind of God. We are the God. We were from, created by, and literally formed from deep, eternal love, of deep, eternal love. That's what we are. And look at the silliness on this planet. It's silly. And it doesn't matter what games different ones are exerting. Those that are of authenticity in body are also gods. They just happen to be very confused. Remember, we love everything. Everything. I'm not saying that's an easy trip, but it is a reality. Because what we are is that which we give, and that is love. We are not hate. We are not greed. We are pure, unfettered love. So arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light, our God-light energy. You know, it's like bam, and you see the soft flames rising off of this halo, this circle of light, hugging the equator of this planet Earth. You see it in your heart mind, see the picture. And yet then you see the entire planet being encased in a perfect golden, pink, white, gossamer, glittering light. And it saturates the atmosphere. And it saturates sacredness of space around. And it saturates and floods the surface, inside, above and below. All life. With deep, eternal love. No low frequency can survive this. It's literally poofed, gone. Dissipated, vaporized. Because guess why? It's our intent. Because guess why? Because we are love. We are the gods. All of us. We are encased in this sphere as well. Are separately, as each one of us. We are completely protected from vileness, deception, manipulation, physical harm, from any form and frequency that wishes degradation of existence, annihilation. The emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. The violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. The white fire, the violet ray, the purple transmuting flame. The golden white pink light of Source, Prime Source Creator God, Mother Father God, feminine, masculine, universe, our family. Do you honestly think that the universe is any more vast than we are? Do you honestly think that 1 billion universes are any more vast than we are? How do you think these universes are created? Through intent, manifestation of the power and omnipotency that each and every one of us are. And in the eventuality, you'll meet those who have obtained that understanding. They've gained it through higher and higher frequencies of deep eternal love. Remember that as we move these bodies to carry our light. Now, we begin to move up above the planet, and we're free anyway. Inside, I mean, we are really free, guys. No matter what the external influences try to convey. So we embrace the freedom that we are. And you know what? It's really fun. We literally, the halo is the God. It's basically where the divinity of what's inside these bodies. And so isn't it fun to be above the head, right where the crown chakra, floating, you know? And you can picture yourself as a halo of light. But you're the heart mind, you're floating above the body, the spirit, the soul, the God. And so as we do this, we immediately call upon our brothers and sisters, upon all of the light energy beings that are in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. Now, they can only join us in this now, in this meditation, if they are only of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, generosity, humbleness, benevolence, tranquility, peace, stillness, laughter, joy. And they come, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. So, they come in the Gugaplexes. The Gugaplex will fill this universe. They come in Gugaplexes, which are several universes. They keep waving in. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love, and our God-light energy is everywhere. We call upon the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, archetypes, all the angels, all of their civilization, who are of the highest, deepest eternal love only, and from the highest, deepest eternal love only. Those are the ones that can join us in this now, in this meditation. They've been assisting us, our civilization, for eons. In love, compassion, support, caring, kindness, vitality, energy. And they are in non-judgment, and they are in humbleness, and generosity, and peace, and joy, benevolence, and tranquility. They have no egos. The egos with them have been in the back seat for a long time. And they come, arm in arm, hand in hand, in the trillions. They join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. So, Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We're all one. We're all love. And our God light energy continues to saturate and expand everywhere. We call upon the Ascended Masters. These are those who have left the body, ascended out of body, left the matrix through thousands of years, and they have come back in their God form, and they take the risk of being caught in a matrix and assist us. They're assisting us. They love us, and we love them. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this meditation in this now. They are in deep compassion. They are in non-judgment. They are in generosity. They are in humbleness, tranquility, benevolence, bliss. And just to name a few, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, Epidantia, El Moria. And they come in massive numbers because they exist in all existences. Their gods with our gods with them. They are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We're all one. We're all love. And our God light energy is everywhere. We call upon the inhabitants of Hollow Earth, Agartha, Inner Earth, Beneath Earth. All of these civilizations, only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. They are in full compassion, non-judgment, benevolence and tranquility, peace and joy, stillness. And they come in the billions. Of the highest and deepest eternal love from the highest and deepest eternal love. Arm in arm, hand in hand, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. As we are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy is everywhere. We call upon all of the galactics and off-worlders. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. They've been assisting us in our evolution, in our awareness, in our knowledge, in our enlightenment, in us freeing ourselves from our self-imposed bondage and slavery from external illusion. They're in full compassion and non-judgment. They're in benevolence and tranquility. They're in generosity and humbleness. They're in peace, joy, and bliss. And they come in the billions. Arm in arm, hand in hand, in this now, in this meditation, they join us. Their gods with ours with theirs. They are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. we call upon our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes we've inhabited. Only those that are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. They are in full compassion. They're in non-judgment. They're in tranquility and benevolence, peace, joy, and bliss and kindness. They're in generosity and humbleness. And they are in deep gratitude. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light, they join us. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We're all one. We're all love. And our God-light energy is everywhere. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on, in, above, and below this planet. In this now, in this meditation. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation, in the circle of light. Those who are of the lower matter frequencies cannot sustain their presence. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, peace, tranquility, benevolence, joy, generosity, humbleness. And they come. They come in the trillions, in shapes, sizes, forms, colors, combinations that we've never seen before. And just to name a few, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the dwarves, the gnomes, the trees, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the minotaur, the centaur, and many, many, many more. Arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest and deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy is everywhere, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. We created this sphere to house all of our meditations in perpetual motion. This sphere sits center circle. It is omnipotently powerful. It is of the purest and the highest of deepest eternal loves, and from the highest and deepest eternal love. It can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. Feel it flood you as it awakens each and every one of us to the true glory that we are, to the true divinity, peace, joy, prosperity, abundance, limitless imaginations, embracing and knowing that we have no limitations other than those that are falsely impressions, so that we create them to imprison ourselves and eliminate our freedom. Anything is possible. Anything. Be the joy that you are. Be prosperity, the abundance that you are, the deep eternal love that you are, the kindness, the bliss, the joy, the humbleness, the confidence that you are. The childhood imagination that you are. This was given to us. It was a gift. Why would we hide one of our shiniest gifts? You feel it flood you. Feel the heart-mind. The heart-mind is the master. The ego mind and the subconscious are in subservience to the heart-mind. Expand, embrace the joy, the child that each and every one of us are. We look down upon this planet, we see all of our brothers and sisters, all life, we feel the force, the source of the creation of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. We flood them with awareness to embrace the God that they are, to understand and know for themselves that they are the only restriction that they have. They are the only thing that holds them back. They are the only existence that stops them from joy, abundance, prosperity, happiness, wonderful health. We all are flooded, and we all embrace, and we all know deeply that anything, that nothing, anything is possible, and nothing is impossible. Anything is possible. I'll join you in a meditation, and I'll return to close us out. know what you're feeling, that hum or that vibration. It's within us. Everything that we've ever desired. Total peace, joy, prosperity, happiness, all of it. And when we come to the complete knowingness, who and what we are, and you understand that you are limitless, anything you desire is limitless, this planet and all life be transformed into a paradise, a heaven, a nirvana, a bliss unprecedented in this universe. Take it with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night and following morning. We will have a time for change call that's going to have a couple of twists to it, combination of several different things, and that will be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday, October 9th, 2019. And we will be back here, 3 p.m. Eastern, tomorrow, October 9th, 2019.